Hey everybody, I thought I'd create a video here. It's just after 3:30 a.m. Saturday morning. I'm at work, of course, sitting here in the dark in my truck, my work truck, and I thought I'd create a video about the topic we all love to hate, and that's our coworkers. I have this coworker who likes to deck out early. He likes to leave early, make excuses. I've been through this before. This isn't my first rodeo. I know what it's like working here. I know how the people are. They're very fickle. They're backstabbers. They're liars. They're cheapskates. Um, they're just generally shitty people that I work with. There, I said it. I'm sorry if you're my coworker and you see this. Thank you for all that you do. Thanks for helping me out, but you suck. Basically, you suck. So like, he basically like decks out early tonight. My coworker. His excuse was the rain. The rain. Yeah, the rain. So tonight the excuse was the rain. And I was kind of laughing to myself. I thought it was the most lame ass excuse you could possibly think of. But chime in. I mean, if you think there's a better excuse for leaving work early, so be it. But I mean, I work in the trucking industry. I work nights. If it rains, it's harder to see. Visibility is low. Maybe it affects like his mood or something, which I'm not going to go into on that. That's a whole other video. But like, so I got this coworker who decks out early. He leaves early. And then essentially I get stuck with all the work. So I've told him before, I was like, hey man, I kind of feel like I'm exploited here. Like, they're coming out here, they're telling you to go shuttle drive, they're telling you to go do this or that. Meanwhile, they give me a big stack of papers to handle on my own, and I have to finish them before 4 p.m. today. And then time's like 2:30 p.m. So I got like an hour and a half, to finish this shit, and it's like, that's not really fair. So that's kind of like what it's like here. It's like one person has to go and do this other job, meaning the other person that stays, they're basically left with all the shit to do. And so that was kind of like me, like I was that guy who was stuck with all the shit to do. And here I am, I'm still at this job. I hate it. If you've seen some of my other videos, you know that I hate my job. You know that it's like pretty much temporal. It's very temporary. It's very sad in a way, really, that I still work here and like I've endured all this shit that I've had to deal with. But like, for me, I was trying to think like, how do I make it so that I'm in that other person's shoes? I've always tried to figure that out. Like, it hasn't hit me yet. I haven't really lived that out yet since I've been here. But I mean, I know that I've like called out. I've called out before, and I've like left people probably hanging on their own to work on their own. And I'm just like, I'm just like, you people are all just trash. Like, I didn't do anything to you. Like, I've been on the same shift for almost 3 years now. I've worked the same job, same hours, same shift. And all these people have come and gone. They've just rotated through my shift. They've come and gone. And this guy, he's going to probably stay because he's found a loophole. He found a way to exploit people. He found a way to basically take advantage of people. And I think he was looking at you since day one. I think he was like, hey, who's that Jeremiah guy? Who's that Jeremiah guy? Like, I'm gonna take advantage of him. Like, I think that's like really what he wants to do. And I think it's stupid. I think it's stupid. Yet I tolerate this shit. I tolerate this guy who comes on my shift. He beats shit with a hammer. Literally, like, he destroyed company equipment last year. They kept him on. They didn't fire him. My boss is very lenient. Just very, very accommodating to him. And they do not want to lose workers here. I know the trucking industry is like, we have like a severe shortage of truckers right now in America, but it's like, come on, you're gonna keep on someone who's a psycho, who's like bashing shit, who's screaming, like throwing company equipment around, like destroying property. I've seen him back into trailers and destroy airlines here, and I never told anybody. I've seen him do so much shit. And man, I tell you, that guy, I am so ticked off at him tonight because he left me hanging. He essentially decked out early, and he knew that he was going to get paid more because of Labor Day. It's a week after Labor Day here. It's the holiday, we get paid for that. So he's taking advantage of that holiday pay. And I thought to myself, man, what if I was in his shoes? Like, what would it be like? Like, would I feel guilt for leaving? Like, what are his emotions right now? Is he elated? Is he like at home drinking, smoking, having sex? Like, is he like having fun right now? And I'm just sitting here like on the job doing this. And granted, I should be working right now. I'm creating this video, but like, it got me thinking, what if I was that guy who called out all the time? What if I was that guy who like took PTO all the time, who called out of work, who didn't show up, who arrived late, who left early? What if I was that guy? How would it be different? Like, how would people react? Like, would they hate me? Would my coworkers hate me? Would they say anything? And if there's no response, then it's also kind of like, they're probably gonna look at you and be like, yeah, man, like, what's wrong with you? Like, do you have any emotions and stuff? And like, and so it makes me kind of go like inward, like introspectively, like look at myself and say, like, maybe I'm the problem. Like, maybe I'm not speaking up about said things that go on in this place, and I need to. Maybe this is a test from the universe, maybe, to like speak up and say to this person, like, hey man, I'm really kind of bugged out that you like kind of just deck out and leave. Like, you know, this has happened numerous times. Like, you leave me here with all the work, even if it's like one little thing I gotta do, or like 1,000 things I gotta do. It's the principle of the matter. I've said that to myself over and over and over again. I've said it to other people. I've said it to my wife. You know, I've said it to other coworkers, and I'm just like, you know, no one gives a shit about us here. No one cares. And so I thought to myself, man, what if I'm on the other side of the coin? What if I'm on that, and like, I took the place in his shoes, and I called out, and I didn't show up? I wonder how he would feel. I wonder if he would approach me and say something, and I don't think he would. And so it makes me wonder, like, am I the problem? Like, is there something wrong with me? And it just bugged me tonight. You know, it just really bugged me. And I want to know, like, I just feel like coworkers, at this point, I'd rather work alone and have them and get paid more and just do the job and just get paid more than work with someone else who's just going to half-ass it and leave early. And we've all had those people, I feel like. And so I feel like there's a lot of people like that who just don't do their fucking job. And like, you have to kind of pick up for them and like carry their own weight, and that sucks. And I kind of feel like this guy's taking advantage of me, and I don't like it. And I don't know what to do. I really want to go to somebody and ask them, like, hey, what should I do? I don't feel like my boss really cares. I feel like if I told my boss, he would just tell him, the guy who left, the coworker who left, and he'd be like, oh, so-and-so, like, Jeremiah, you know, he told you, like, that you left early, you know, like, you shouldn't do that. And so I just think about it, and I find that there's no solution. The only solution is to work on myself, on my emotions, and get to a place where I'm level-headed, where I don't care, where it just doesn't affect me, where I realize this is just an experience I'm having. It doesn't affect my personal life. Like, eventually I'm gonna go home today, I'm gonna close the door on this place, I'm gonna go get my car, drive home, shut the door in my house, take a shower, and then this day will be just a distant memory. Now, it could happen tomorrow, but, you know, what's to say, like, anything can happen tomorrow. But I mean, it just kind of goes to show, it annoys me a lot, and I don't know how to change my workplace. I guess I just don't. I guess this place is meant to change you, change your emotions, and it's forced to kind of make you look at yourself more and say, maybe I'm a part of the problem too. Maybe I'm not the solution, maybe I'm a part of the problem. Like, maybe this place isn't for me, you know? And then I start thinking, well, then what place is? And then how can I get there? But I work such long fucking hours, you know? It's hard to just wake up in the day, let alone, like, if I wanted to get another job, you know? It's like, I'm working on other things right now. I want to day trade more, you know? I'm finishing up some writing and stuff, and it's just, yeah, it's just like, I don't want to work here anymore. It sucks.